Well, we have a nice little army here, and we are going to Thoroughfare Gap. 10 units, and the armies are about equal size. So this is at 4 times normal speed, because the first part of the battle was just maneuvering around. And I'm taking a look at the battlefield, and I'm looking at all the positions that I might want to occupy, and I see some great positions with great cover and concealment. And I see the enemy approaches. All the enemy approaches are into these great kill zones. The river will slow them down and give them zero cover. I want to take advantage of that. And if they come up toward the flag itself, that's a perfect kill zone. I can have guys in the wood line firing into them while they're in water in zero cover, if they happen to be in the water. And there's no cover and concealment there. And I know a unit is going to come in that road behind my position, which is kind of a cheesy trick that the AI does. So then we have the usual, trying to get units spaced out properly so they don't dance around. And trying to get my units, and doing a pretty good job of getting my units in position where I have the best cover and concealment possible. And there I had a unit fall back, and as it fell back, it went up in cover, so that worked out great. So now we're back to double speed, and what's going to happen is the enemy's going to attack, and I'm going to fire into the enemy. The AI sends forward a skirmisher, so I detach some skirmishers to deal with them. And the AI decides to attack across the water, which is a disaster for them. I'm going to set my units on run so that all the units can change direction really fast. Firing direction. Okay, if he's going to charge into the water, I'm going to take advantage of that. And these guys are really in a bad position, and I'm going to take advantage of that too. So all of his units are in a bad position, and they can all be hurt. Look at that, he's in the water, and he's going to take volleys front and flank, and this other guy in the south in the water taking volleys front and flank. Yeah, we can do this over and over and over. That's as good as it gets. The only thing I wish is that the 24-pound howitzer was closer to the front line. Now, to get any closer, that guy's going to have to get into the water. I don't want that. His cover drops down to something very low, but if he goes any more forward, it'd be worse. So up on the north, pretty much all the units have collapsed on the very north edge, and the guys in the middle are not doing well. Make sure that unit's firing into the unit and not the skirmisher. I have the skirmisher charge. That stops the enemy unit from advancing and allows my infantry unit to pour a volley into him. That works great. The only thing on my left that would make this better is if I had an artillery unit right there with those 4 infantry units. Even if it was a 10-pounder, that would be terrific. Huge opportunity to put canister fire into units in water. That'd be devastating. Yeah, we'll just keep chipping away at these guys. One of the things that I'm doing in this playthrough is I'm not spending money on specialty weapons. In a normal game, most people would probably buy really good sniper weapons. Not the hunters. The hunters are just kind of annoying to deal with. They're just not very good. But boy, snipers, a sniper unit with one of the good sniper weapons would really have a great time, I think, in this battle. There'd be all kinds of opportunities for nice long-range shots. But in this game, I'm not going to spend money on any specialty weapons other than what the game gives me. I might buy more of what the game gives me, but I'm not going to invest heavily in weapons that aren't available just through reputation. Oh, that's perfect. He walks right into the water just as I have 2 units there. That is great. Oh, and took the commander out. That's going to hurt him. Yeah, and not a surprise, this unit comes in, able to put 2 units on him, and a skirmisher just happened to be in the right place. And unlucky for him, one of them has Harper's Ferries. So that's a pretty good unit he has there, and we'll put the hurt on him right away, right from the beginning. Knock that unit down a few pegs. So yeah, so far everything has gone absolutely great. We started off with about equal numbers, and we're not equal anymore. I should have moved the supply wagon sooner. So I have to decide where I'm going to send that unit, and it's kind of a toss-up. Do I want to attack on the right or the left first? And I decide I'm going to attack on the left, my left flank first. The enemy right is kind of exposed and a lot of open ground, and if I put some units over on the right and heavily weight that attack on his right, should be able to roll up his flank. Yeah, and if he keeps doing this, he's not going to have much of a flank. Yeah, definitely. This is, there's going to be an opportunity here. So all I have to do is get that unit over there. Oh, and I was not paying attention to that skirmisher unit, or the detached skirmisher. That's going to hurt. That's going to be expensive. That was a costly mistake. So I'm pulling a unit out that's low on ammo, and so I have him retreat, and he retreats right back into the supply wagon. So that should get better. And the skirmisher who's out of detached skirmisher who's out of ammo can just rejoin his parent unit, and it'll all be good. Most important thing is nobody runs out of supply. The single most important thing. So I'm taking my time, get everybody resupplied, and get everyone in position to attack, and just wait for the right moment to start moving across to their side of the river. Hopefully they'll attack a few more times before that starts off. And here we go. Yep, it fell right on his flank and collapsed it. Well, at the same time, these other guys are coming up, and yeah, they're in the open. Have my units on run, so they're able to change direction quickly and fire. Very nice. My units have really good condition right now. Yep, there goes his right. His right flank is completely collapsed. So I'd like to get across the next river and into the wood line before I run out of stamina and condition. And up north, just continue to inflict casualties. So if these three units can sweep around and get across the river, then the next thing we can do is one of those units can turn north, and the center of the Union position, or the center of the enemy position will collapse. Those two units in the center are going to not be able to survive if I get behind them. They will have to collapse. Oh, this should be good. 3 units in the water, and I'm going to get some shots on them. So that's all good. And we just put a perfect hole in his line, and my units are, I now have 2 units across the river, and yeah, just collapsing his line. So absolutely terrific. And he's attacking on my right with 4 units against 4 units, and he has no chance of doing anything useful over there. Yep, and as soon as that unit collapses, my other unit's going to cross the, my last unit in the center is going to cross the river. Yeah, that guy takes one volley and folds. So this is the pursuit phase, so this is 4 times normal speed. His right is in trouble, although it is in the woods and has nice cover, so it might take a while to dig him out, but he's in trouble. His left is doing okay. One unit completely routed out of the area, but the other 3 look like they're doing okay. His center is, well, an artillery unit. Yeah, he's not going to do well. And then 3 of my units against 1 of his, that unit's going to collapse. But his right is holding, to my surprise. So I'm just going to break his center, and, that should eventually force his right and left to give it up and fall back. So I have to pause and rearrange my line. I want to make sure that I push all of his units into kind of a pocket. I don't want scattered units in weird places. And it's time to get the artillery forward. Actually, it's been way past time to get the artillery forward. Maybe get some of my units in decent cover. Yeah, I want to push him back into... He should automatically retreat back to the rest of his army, but sometimes they retreat in weird directions, and I wouldn't want this guy retreating toward the victory location. So, okay. And now I can really just take my time and just keep pushing the enemy into a worse and worse position. And keep looking for opportunities to hit units in the flank. That guy just shattered. So maybe I can hit this next guy in the flank and shatter him. Yep, just keep looking for opportunities to hit them in the flank and make them rout. Yep, that guy in the north shattered. Just keep hitting them in the flank and their morale and condition keeps falling. And I'm not in any hurry. Just keep making his position worse and worse. And take my time. Another unit shatters. The artillery shatters. Wow, I still have plenty of supply. Another unit shatters. Yeah. This is great. My units are in very good cover. Firing into the enemy. We can do this, well, until I run out of supply in a couple hours. Another unit shatters, and yeah, my artillery is up, so that should make his unit very unhappy. Yeah, I'm in no hurry at all. Just keep walking the artillery up, and as long as he wants to stand there and take shots, I'm just going to stand there and fire volleys into him. Okay, that guy's out of ammo, so maybe I should get him out of there and get someone else with ammo to come up. Yeah, and there it is. 1 to almost 4.5. 16,000 taken out. So yeah, some of these units got some nice kills, nice number of kills. The artillery didn't do bad, not great, but not bad. A couple of promotions. One guy got deceased. That's not good, but got a couple of promotion. That's really good. We're ready to go to camp.